Hello dear students, welcome to the accountancy class. What we are going to do today, see, we are going to solve the journal entries of all the sums that are given into your question bank. So today I am going to solve the numerical questions 16, 17 and 18 where I am going to solve the journal entries and the ledger accounts are for your homework in each of the question. Okay, so let us start. First thing, see the format how it is given. You have to draw the format in the same manner. That is the serial number, date, particulars, LF column, debit amount rupees, credit amount rupees. At the end of the each journal book, what will be there? The total will be there of that particular page. That total will be brought forward for the next page and this process will go on till the month end. Okay? So start madbidon nodri. As my book is the older book, it may happen that the date and month will be different in your textbook and it is different in my textbook. So, whatever year and month is given, kindly write down accordingly into your book, according to your textbook. Date of transactions are same. The date of transactions are same. The transactions are same. The only thing that might vary is the year and the month. That's the only, and it is happening only in this chapter also. Okay, only this chapter. Idu onda ಪಾಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಐತಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಷ ಮತ್ತು ತಿಂಗಳು. ನನ್ನ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಇರಬಹುದು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಬಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಐತಿ. ಏನು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ ಅವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ ಅದಾವ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ವರ್ಷ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ ತಿಂಗಳು ಬರೆದಿದೈತಿ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಕಾರನ ಬರೀರಿ. Okay, so let us start. First, what we will write down? We will write down the year, that is 2014. Then write down the month, so that is November. Okay, and now let us take down our first transaction. In nodri, business started with cash 1,50,000, goods 50,000. Now this is a compound journal entry. What do you mean by compound journal entry? Where there are more than one or two debit or credit accounts. Okay, ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ in a simple journal entry you will have one debit, one credit, but in a compound journal entry it may happen there may be two or three or more debit account or credit. Okay, so what is coming in the business? See, cash is coming in, so write down cash account debit. How much is the cash that is coming in? It is rupees 1,50,000. Next, what is coming into the business? Goods and ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ ನೋಡಿ. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೊದಲು ಹೇಳೇನಿ, you cannot write down goods into your books of accounts as goods. What you have to classify it as? Purchase, purchase return, sales, sales return or stock. Okay, so here we will call it as stock. Stock account debit. How much stock is brought? 50,000. Okay, brought andre eno tandaru, bought andre eno kharidi madyaru. So you have to understand this basic difference, especially Kannada medium students. Brought andre tandaru, bought andre kharidi madyaru. ಅದರ ಆಧಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾರು ತಂದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ದುಡ್ಡು? ಓನರ್ ತಂದರು. ಈ ಓನರ್ ಯಾರು ಅದಾರ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವೆಂಟ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಹೂಸ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್, ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಬ್ಲಾಂಕ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಬರೀತೀವಿ? ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. Okay, so what is the total amount of capital? 2 lakh. Okay, this is the amount that is brought in by the owner. Write down the narration. Being brought cash and stock into the business. Into the business. Okay, put a full stop, comma, leave one line and draw one line. Okay, next heading, purchased goods from Harish. Now see here, ನಿಮಗೆ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು whether it is a cash transaction or a credit transaction. See, purchased goods ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ. Only if this much was given, purchased goods, then assume it as a cash transaction. Suppose ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳೇ ಬಿಟ್ಟಾರು purchased goods for cash, so then it's very clear that it's a cash transaction. But there is no clarity whether it's a cash transaction, plus ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ವಿಶೇಷದ ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರು, then you have to assume it as a credit transaction. Please remember this. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳಾಕತ್ತಾರೋ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹರೀಶ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಾಕತ್ತಾರೋ. ಈಗ ಹರೀಶಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಆಗಿಂದಾಗ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಯಾವ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಎಂತ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಉಧಾರಿ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ journal entry number 2 for the date 3. Purchased goods, it means which account will be debited? Purchases account will be debited. Purchases account debited. 2. Who is the giver? Harish is the giver. So Harish account. Suppose cash transaction irtitandre, instead of writing the name of the Harish, we would have written here to cash. Okay, but ಅವರು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್? ಸಿ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ rupees 30,000. 30,000. Write down the narration. Being purchased goods on credit. Now from whom it has been purchased? Already an entry that ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಹರೀಶ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ. Okay, so leave one line and draw. Next ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, sold goods for cash. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, sold goods for cash. So when it has been clearly mentioned that it's a cash transaction, you record cash. But suppose they would have told simply sold goods and no other information, neither the name of any person nor the mentioning of the cash. ಆ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತನ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ನಂಬರ್ 3 ಫಾರ್ ದ ಡೇಟ್ 5 and what is the transaction? See, sold goods for cash and ಹೇಳಕತ್ತಾರ. So what is coming into the business? Cash is coming into the business. So write down cash account debit. Cash account debit. ಯಾವ ಸ್ವರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಕತ್ತೈತಿ ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್? ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್. ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ is our revenue or income. So what is the amount of sales that we are doing? The amount of sales is rupees 12,000. Is rupees 12,000. Okay, now write down the narration. Being sold goods for cash. Again, when it is a cash transaction, you don't need the information that ಅದು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಮಾರಿದ್ವಿ. ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೈತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಬೇಕಾದವ್ರು ಇರಲಿ, it doesn't make a difference. Now, what is the rule? At the end of every page, what you should do? You should do the total. Nandu page il mugiyagatiti and that's why I am doing the total. Suppose if you have still the space, continue the next journal entry and later on check your totals. Once total change aitandre ella kade total change agataiತಿ. Okay, so therefore what is the total? See, it is 2,42,000 on both the sides. Okay, this same total will be brought forward here. 2,42,000. Okay, now let us go for the next journal entry, entry number 4. Okay, now tell me what is the date? The date is 8. Okay, we'll write down here in the margin. Purchased furniture for cash rupees 5,000. What they are telling, see, you have purchased furniture for cash. Suppose if for cash is not given, then you have to assume that it is a cash transaction unless and until the name of the seller has been given. Okay, so what is coming into the business? Furniture is coming in. So debit what comes in? Furniture account debit. What is going out? Cash is going out. So credit what goes out. What is the value of the furniture? It is rupees 5,000. Okay, so write down 5,000. Give the narration. Being purchased furniture for cash. Being purchased furniture for cash. Okay, next entry number 5. What is the date? See, the date is 10. Okay, ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಟು ಹರೀಶ್ ಆನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. Now what it means? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಹರೀಶ್ ಅವರು ಏನದಾರು, he is our creditor. What do you mean by creditor? The one who is demanding money from the business. Now why is he demanding the money? Because you had purchased the goods on credit from Harish. So now you are making the payment to Harish. ಹರೀಶ್ಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಮಹತ್ವದ ಶಬ್ದ ಎದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ? ಆನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಸಿ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಹರೀಶ್? 30,000 ನೀವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ 30,000 ಕೊಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೆ ಆಗಕತ್ತೈತಿ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ? ಅವ್ರ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಲೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡುದೈತಿ ಅದ್ರಾಗಿಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ. ಉಳಿಕಿದ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ? ಆಸ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಉಳಿತೈತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ? Who is the receiver of this cash? Harish is the receiver. So debit the receiver. Harish account debit. 2. What is going out? Cash is going out. Harish account debit to cash account. What is the amount that is being paid? See, it is rupees 15,000. 15,000. Okay, 15,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರಿ? 15,000 ಅಷ್ಟೇ. 2 ಸಲ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ 15,000 ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರಿ? ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ. ನೀವು ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಜ್ಞಾನದಿಂದ 30,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡುವುದೈತಿ, 15,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಳಿತೈತಿ? 15,000 will still remain, and that's why only they are using the word on account. It means the account is still open and still the balance is to be given. Okay, so write down being paid to Harish on account. On account. Okay, now let us go for the next entry. Entry number 6. What is the date? See, date is 13. Yav date irtiti? Compulsory you have to write down the same date. If the date is mismatch, your marks will go. Okay, paid sundry expenses. Now what do you mean by the word sundry? Sundry means total. Now there are many expenses into the business which are very small. Okay, you cannot go on opening an account for each and every expense. So some small petty expenses are shown into one petty cash book and the total of that is taken sometimes. Okay, so we can write down it as petty expenses or sometimes it is also called as sundry expenses. Okay, so sundry expense, whatever expense it is. Nominal account niyam namage ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೈತಿ? Debit all the expenses and losses, whatever it is, small or big. Okay, so here sundry expenses will be debited. So write down sundry expenses account debit to. What are you paying here? Whenever the word comes paid or received, it means it is a cash transaction. If it is paid, then cash will be credited. If it is received, then the cash will be debited. So ವ್ಯವಹಾರದ ಆಧಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. When you are making a payment, the cash is going out and therefore it is given a credit. What is the value of sundry expenses? It is rupees 200. So 200, 200. Give the narration. Being sundry expenses paid. Being sundry expenses paid. Okay, draw one line. Next, entry number 7. What is the date? See, date is 15. What they are saying? Cash sales. Only 2 words have been given. Cash sales. So identify the accounts that are involved. Cash account, sales account. ಈಗ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ? of course ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. So debit what comes in. So which account will be debited? Cash account will be debited. Cash account debited. 2. For what it is coming? For sales. So cash account debit to sales account. And what is the amount? See, amount is rupees 15,000. So write down 15,000, 15,000. Write down being made cash sales. Cash sales. Full stop, bracket complete. Now next entry, entry number 8. What it is for? Deposited into bank. Bank dalli deposit madidi anta helagata. Yen deposit ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ bank dalli? Obviously cash. So which are the two accounts involved here? Bank account and cash account. Bank enta account ಐತಿ? Personal account. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಎಂತ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಐತಿ, ರಿಯಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಕತೈತಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಕತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ದ ರಿಸೀವರ್, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್. 2, what is going out from the office? Cash is going out, but where it is going? It is going in your bank account only. Okay, but it is going out right now from the shop. So to cash account. Now how much is deposited into bank? See, the amount that is deposited is rupees 5,000. Okay, so write down 5,000, 5,000. Give the narration. Being amount deposited into bank. Now leave one line and draw one line. Next, entry number 9. What is the date? See, date is 20. What they are saying? Drew cash for personal use. So personal use whenever comes, which account will be debited? Drawings account will be debited. So write down drawings account debit to cash account. Now whatever they are taking, you need to write down that account. Cash ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೊಂಟಾರು to cash ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. Goods ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೊಂಟಾರು to purchases ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. Check ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೊಂಟಾರು to bank ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. So depending upon the transaction, you will decide what has to be credited. Okay. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರು, ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಉಪಯೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಿ 1,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೊಂಟಾರು. So that much balance will become less into your cash account. Okay. Similarly in your capital account also. So ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ರಿ, ಡೆಬಿಟ್. ಯಾವ ಆಧಾರ ಮೇಲೆ? ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಓನರ್ ಅದು ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಓನರ್ ಯಾರು? ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓನರ್ ದುಡ್ಡಿಗೆ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರೋ, ಕೊಡಕತ್ತಾರೋ? ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ರಿ, ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ರಿ. ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್? ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್. ಸೊ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಔಟ್. ಓಕೆ. ಗಿವ್ ದ ನ್ಯಾರೇಷನ್. being drew cash for personal use. Being drew cash for personal use. Okay. So this page journal entry gets over. Now what you need to do is you should do the total of this page. So total ಎಷ್ಟು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, 2,42,000. So add in that 5,000 plus 15,000 plus 200 plus 15,000 plus 5,000 plus 1,000. So what is the amount that is coming? See, it is 2,83,200. 2,83,200 on both the sides. Now this total will be brought forward for the next page. Okay. Okay, now what is the total brought forward? See, it is 2,83,200 on both the sides. Now this needs to be done compulsorily on each page because ಇದರಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೋಟಲ್ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆದಾಗ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಬರೆಯೋದು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ. Now let us go for the next entry. Entry number 10 and transaction date is 22. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, cash paid to Harish in full settlement of account. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಕಟ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬೇಕು ದಟ್ ಹರೀಶ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡುವುದೈತಿ, ಅದರ ಆಧಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಂದಾಜು ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ನೀವು ತೋರಿಸಿರಿ ಹರೀಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಡಿಡ್ ವಿ ನೀಡೆಡ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಹರೀಶ್? ಹರೀಶಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡೋದಿತ್ತು? 30,000 ಕೊಡೋದಿತ್ತು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಈಗ ಹರೀಶ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು 10ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೀವಿ, 15,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪೇಡ್ 15,000. So how much was the balance on account 15,000 was balance in account. This was the balance to be paid to Harish. Now what they are telling us, only 14,700 is being paid. Okay. So that is 14,700. So still how much balance will remain? 300 balance will remain. But even on account of helakatilavu, yen helakataru in full settlement and helakataru. So in moonu ನೀವು ಇದು 300 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. So this will become the discount. Okay. So ಎಷ್ಟು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು 300. This will be considered as discount and his account will become nil. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕೊಡಂಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ 300 is the income for the business. ಹೆಂಗಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಇನ್ಕಮ್, ನೀವು 15,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡೋದಿತ್ತು, ಹರೀಶ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ? 14,700 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಏನಂದ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರಿ? ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ನಂದು ನಿಂದ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಸುದ್ದಾಯ್ತು. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಇಲ್ರಿ 300 ರೂಪಾಯಿನೂ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಆಯ್ತು ಬಿಡಪ್ಪ, ಅದು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಡನ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಬಾರ್ಗೇನಿಂಗ್. So then this 300 needs to be shown into his book also, in our book also. Okay, so sadya illi owner ige enageti 300 rupees adda labh ageti on discount. So that is the discount received and it is a income. So therefore it will have a credit balance. Idu niಮಗೆ clear cut idea ಬೇಕು ನೋಡಿ. ಹರೀಶ್ ನೋಡಿ ಮೊದಲು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹರೀಶಿಗೆ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ 15,000 ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಈಗ ಹರೀಶಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಾಕತ್ತೀವಿ? ಫುಲ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಾಕತ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಟು ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ. Okay. So therefore what will be the entry? See, who is the receiver? Harish is the receiver. So Harish account ಗೆ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ರಿ? ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. Now please see here how much amount I am putting here as a debit, 15,000. What is this 15,000? The total balance on Harish's account. Now what you are paying to Harish? You are paying cash. But how much cash is being paid? Only 14,700. Now the dual aspect concept, what it teaches us, that the debit should and must be equal to the credit. Okay. So therefore you can see there is a difference of 300. So what is this 300? It is discount. So write down to discount account. Now give the narration, being cash paid to Harish in full settlement. In full settlement. With this it will get O. Okay. Then entry number 11. What is the date? See, the date is 25. What they are telling? Sold goods to Nitish. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರ ವ್ಯವಹಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಐತಿ whether the cash is coming or going? No. Sold goods means the cash needs to come. But is there any mention about that? No. But the name of the person is given. When the name of person is given, it has to be assumed as a credit transaction when there is no information of cash. Okay. So here, who is the receiver? Nitesh is the receiver. So write down Nitesh account debit. What is going out? The goods in the form of sales are going out. Okay. So what is the journal entry? Nitesh account debit to sales account. Okay. So what is the amount of the sales? It is rupees 7,000. 7,000. Give the narration. Being made credit sales. So obviously with whom? With Nitish. Now entry number 12. What is the date? See, date is 26. Date is 26. In here, cartage paid. Okay. Only 2 letters. Cartage paid. So ultimately paid and the shabda banditandre it's a cash transaction. So expense will be debited. Cartage account debit to. What is to here? To cash account. Okay. So what is the amount? See, that is being paid. Cartage account debit to cash account. Amount is rupees 200. 200. Give the narration. Being cartage paid. Being cartage advantage paid. Now do the total again. Okay, suppose ನಿಮ್ಮ book ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಗ ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬರೀರಿ. of course ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಈಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದನ್ನ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. so in that only we will add 2,83,200 plus 15,000 plus 7,000 plus 200. So which is equal to 3,05,400. So write down 3,05,400. Now the same total will be taken for the next page. Yes, let us write down the total. So that is 3,05,400. 3,05,400. Now let us go for the next entry. Entry number 13. What is the date? See, date is 27. What they are telling? Rent paid. Again only two letters are coming. Rent paid. Okay. So which account will be debited? Rent account will be debited. ಯಾವ ಆಧಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ಖರ್ಚು ಐತಿ? ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಕತ್ತೀರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ? ಖರ್ಚು ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಖರ್ಚುಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಪೇಡ್ ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಏನೈತಿ? ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಐತಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್? ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ? ರೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. And see what is the amount? Amount is rupees 1,500. 1,500. Give the narration being rent paid. Put a full stop, bracket, close. Next entry number 14. What is the date? See, date is 29. In Hakdaru, received cash from Nitesh and allowed discount. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಿತೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ನಮಗ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬರುವುದಿತ್ತು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅವ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ಯಾರ. ಬಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಈಗ ಅವ್ರು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಾಕತ್ತಾರ. ಯಾವ ಡೇಟಿಗೆ? 29ಗೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಬರುವುದಿತ್ತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ? 7,000 ವಾಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಮ್. ಬಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಿ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಫುಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್? ನೋ. ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್? ಓನ್ಲಿ 6,800. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್. ವೈ? Cash is coming in. Now how much cash has come? 6,800 only. Whereas how much was due from Nitesh? From Nitesh amount was due for rupees 7,000. So the difference is discount. Now when we will do like this, ಯಾವಾಗ ವಾಕ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ full settlement ಅಂತ ಶಬ್ದ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬಿದ್ದೈತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ? ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಬಿದ್ದೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಬೀಳ್ತೈತಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲೌಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ನೀವು ಇದು ಅಲೌಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಡೀತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಇನ್ PUC ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್. Okay, so discount received account credit if it is received, discount allowed account debit if it is given. Okay, narration baradbidri. Being received cash in full settlement. In full settlement. Okay. Next entry, date is 30. Last transaction ilekkiದ್ದ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, salary paid. So what account will be debited? Salary account will be debited. What is going out? Cash is going out. So how much salary is being paid? 3,000 is the amount. Okay, so 3,000. Give the narration. Being salary paid. Being salary paid. So now here the transactions are getting over. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಮುಗಿದು ಹೋಗ್ತಾವು, ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ದಿಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೀಸ್ 1 marks out of 12 marks. ಏನು ನಾವು ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಬಿಡಿಸಾಕತ್ತೀವಿ. These all are questions of 12 marks. Okay, so write here in capital letters total. Use your calculator and tell me what is the final total. So 3,05,400 plus 1,500 plus 7,000 plus 3,000. So the total is 3,16,900 on both the sides. Okay. So with this we have completed question number 16. Now we will continue question number 17. Yes. Now what we are going to do, see, we are going to continue with the question number 17 from your numerical questions. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, journalize the following transaction in the books in the journal of Messrs. Goel Brothers and post them into the ledger account. See, I am doing the journal entries and ledger account posting is for your homework. In tomorrow's class, I am going to teach you how to prepare the ledger accounts. By using that technique, you can complete the homework of these 6 questions that I am going to cover today. Okay? So, let us start writing. See, in my book it is 2015 and January. It may happen that in your book the year might be different, the month might be different, but at the end the transactions are same. Okay? So don't panic that it is some different sum or anything like that. Transactions same adavu, year and month may be variation irbodu. Okay? So let us start with journal entry number 1. Started business with cash. Okay? So what is coming in the business? Cash is coming in. So debit what comes in. Who is the giver? The owner is the giver. ಇಲ್ಲಿ owner ಹೆಸರು ಐತೆ ನೋಡಿ, firm name ಐತೆ, Messrs. Goel Brothers. Okay, so what is this M/S? It is called Messrs. That is what? That is the designation given to the firms, whether it may be a sole trading company, sole trading concern or a partnership firm. We use the term Messrs. Okay, ಉಚ್ಚಾರ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗಾಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, Messrs. So Messrs. Goel Brothers ಇದು ಏನೈತಿ, ಒಂದು firm. Now here, instead of writing 2 Messrs. Goel Brothers capital, we will simply write down only capital account. Okay, so who is the giver? The owner is the giver, and that's why it's a credit. What is the amount? See, 1,65,000 is the amount. So write down 1,65,000, 1,65,000. Write down the narration. Being brought capital into business. Being brought capital into business. Bracket complete. Okay. Next, entry number 2 and the date is 02. Opened bank account in PNB, Punjab National Bank. Okay. So bank account open ಮಾಡ್ಸಿದ್ರೆ what will go out? Obviously the cash will go out. And what is a bank? It's a personal account. So it is receiving that amount. So write down here bank account debit. In that write down PNB Bank. Okay, you can just simply write down PNB. That itself is Punjab National Bank. So bank account debit to cash account. On what basis? Bank is the receiver, so debit the receiver. Cash is going out, so credit what? Goes out. How much is the amount being deposited into the bank? It is 80,000. So 80,000, 80,000. Write down the narration. Being cash deposited into bank. Okay. Now one geri beta geri hari. Then entry number 3 for the date 4. What they are saying, see, goods purchased from Tara. So goods account will not come. What will come? Purchases account will come. So write down purchases account debit. Who is the giver? Tara is the giver. So to Tara account. What is the amount? See, amount is rupees 22,000. So 22,000 in the debit and 22,000 in the credit. So write down the narration. Being goods purchased on credit. Now how do I know it's a credit transaction? ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಉಲ್ಲೇಖ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರೆ. So it is obviously a credit transaction, and that's why I have written it in my narration. Being goods purchased on credit. Next entry, journal entry number 4 for the date 5. Goods purchased for cash. See how here only you can understand the difference in the transaction. ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಹೇಳಕತ್ತಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ದಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀರಿ, ಗುಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೆಬಿಟೆಡ್, ಬಟ್ what is going out? The cash is going out. So to what you will write down? Cash. So ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ ಎರಡು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನಡು. Here it's a credit transaction, so you have written the name of the person. If it is a cash transaction, no need to write down the name of the person. So write down being made cash purchases. Now how much is the amount? See, what is the amount of cash purchases? It is rupees 30,000. So write down 30,000, 30,000. Give the narration. It is already given. Draw one line. Now at the end of the page, what you need to do? You should and must do compulsorily the total. Total ಮಾಡೋದು compulsory. So 1,65,000 plus 80,000 plus 22,000 plus 30,000 is equal to 2,97,000. 2,97,000. Now this same total will be taken for the next page. 2,97,000. Okay. Now let us continue with the next entry. Entry number 5 for the date January 8. Okay. For the date January 8. What they are telling? Goods sold to Naman. ಎಲ್ಲರೇ ಉಲ್ಲೇಖ ಐತಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಐತಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ, ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರು, ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ಗುಡ್ಸ್ ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬರೋದ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರ ನೋ ಮೆನ್ಷನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್, ಬಟ್ ದೆನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಇವು ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಾತದಾವ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯುವರ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಗುಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ನಮನ್. Who is the receiver? Naman is the receiver. So Naman account debit to sales account. How much is the sales that you have made? It is 12,000. Okay, so write down 12,000, 12,000. Give the narration. Being sold goods to Naman. Being sold goods to Naman. Next, 6th. What is the date? See, it is 10. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಟು ತಾರಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರು, ತಾರಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀವಿ? ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀವಿ. Therefore, no word is used on account, full settlement ಅಂತಾವ್ ಯಾವ ಶಬ್ದ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. Why? How much was due? That much has been given to Tara. So who is the receiver here? Tara is receiver. So Tara account debit to cash account. Now what is the amount that is being paid here? Complete amount, that is rupees 22,000. Give the narration. Being cash paid. To whom it is already written there. Next, entry number 7, for the date 15. ಏನು ಹೇಳಕತ್ತಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ನಮನ್ and discount is allowed. So cash received means what is coming in? Cash is coming in. So cash account debit. Discount allowed is an expense and therefore expenses are debited. So discount allowed account debit. How much is the cash received? Cash received is 11,700 and the discount allowed is 300. Totally, ಇದು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ? Who is the giver? ನಮನ್ is the giver. ಬರೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ನಮನ್ ಕಡೆ. ಈಗ ನಮನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೇ ಕಾಣಕತ್ತೈತಿ ನಿಮಗ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಕಾಣಕತ್ತೈತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಮನ್ ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಬರುವುದಿತ್ತು? 12,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬರುವುದಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್, 12,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡುವ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರು? 11,700 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕೊಡಾಕತ್ತಾರ. ಮತ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಫುಲ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಾರ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಲಿನ 300 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಬಿಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು? ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲೌಡ್ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ದ narration. being cash received in full settlement. Now from whom? It is already there into the journal entry. Okay, let us go for the next entry. Entry number 8, date is 16. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಪೇಡ್ ವೇಜಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ವೇಜಸ್ ಏನೈತಿ? ಕೂಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ and all the expenses will be debited. So wages account debit to cash account. What is the amount? See, amount is rupees 200. So write down 200. Give the narration. Being wages paid. Okay. Now next entry number 9 for January 18. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರು? Furniture purchased for office use. Now you can tell me that ma'am, here neither it is mentioned cash nor it is mentioned about the name of the dealer. Then what should we consider? It has to be considered as a cash transaction. So ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಅಸೆಟ್ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀರಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಹೆಸರಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಅಂತನೂ ಉಲ್ಲೇಖ ಇಲ್ಲ. You have to consider it as a cash transaction only. So write down furniture account debit. Debit what comes in? Furniture ಏನೈತಿ? ಅಸೆಟ್ ಐತಿ. ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ರಿಯಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ furniture account debit to cash account. Now what is the value of furniture? It is rupees 5,000. Okay, so write down 5,000. Give the narration. Being purchased furniture. Okay, now what you have to do the total of that page. ಆ ಪೇಜ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಮೊದಲು ಏನು ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಐತಿ, ಟೇಕ್ ದಟ್ 2,97,000 plus 12,000 plus 22,000 plus 12,000 plus 200 plus 5,000, which is equal to rupees 3,48,200. So write down 3,48,200. Now take this same total on the next page. So what is the total that is coming? See here, it is 3,48,200 from the previous page. Okay. Now let us go for the next entry. Entry for the date 20 and entry number is 10. What is the date? See, it is January 20. What they are telling? Withdrawn from bank for personal use. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಕ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂತು ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಬಿಡುವುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್. Drawings account debit. Now how much is the amount that is withdrawn? It is rupees 4,000. Okay. Now see, if they are withdrawing cash ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. ಚೆಕ್ ತಗೋತಾರೋ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೊಂಟಾರೋ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆಕ್ ವಿಡ್ರಾವಲ್ ಆಗೈತಿ. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. What is the amount? See, amount is rupees 4,000. So write down the narration. Being withdrawn goods for personal use. Sorry, it's not goods, it is check. Being withdrawn for personal use. Okay, bracket complete. Next transaction 11 for the date 22. Issued check for rent. So that is rent account debit to bank account. How did we come to know it's a bank account? Why? We have issued a check. So if payment yaar ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ನಮ್ಮ bank account ದಾಗಿನ ದುಡ್ಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. So bank is the giver. Rent account is an expense and therefore it is debited. What is the amount? See, it is rupees 3,000. So write down 3,000. Give the narration. Being issued check for rent. Okay. Next entry number 12. What is the date? See, date is 23. What they are telling? Goods issued for household purpose. Money ಉಪಯೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಿ goods ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಯಾರ. So again which account will be debited? Drawings account will be debited. Personal use, household, all is drawings account. 2. ಯಾವಾಗ goods ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೋ which account will be credited? Purchases account will be credited. So write down the amount. What is the amount? See, it is rupees 2,000. So write down 2,000. Write down the narration. Being issued goods for household purpose. Put a full stop, bracket complete. Okay, now what you need to do is do the total of this page. Okay, so 3,48,200 plus 4,000 plus 3,000 plus 2,000, which is equal to 3,57,200. So write down 3,57,200. 3,57,200. Okay. Now the same will be continued on the next page. So ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗೈತಿ ಒಂದು ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಆಗ್ತಾವ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಆ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಹಾರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು? ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. So imagine how much work will be there and obviously accordingly the payment also will be there. Okay, so do not worry. ಯಪ್ಪ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪಗಾರನೂ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆದರಬಾರ್ದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ. You should do the work and accordingly if your work is good you will be paid, but the work needs to be good and for that you need to focus in your college. College is golden years ant ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. True. For what? For studying, because this is what will help you in earning money. Let us write down the total here. So what is the total that is brought forward? It is 3,57,200. 3,57,200. Correct? Now let us go for the next entry number 13. And what is the date? See, date is 24. Okay. So ಏನು ಹೇಳಕತ್ತಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ 24ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿಗೆ drawn cash from bank for office use. ಆಫೀಸ್ ಉಪಯೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ದಾಗಿಂದ ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿರಿ? ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿರಿ. ಸೊ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರಾಕತೈತಿ? ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬರಾಕತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಏನು ಹಾಕ್ರಿ? ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ರಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್. ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ದ ಗಿವರ್? ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಗಿವರ್. ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಗೆ ಏನು ಹಾಕ್ರಿ? ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ರಿ. So what is the amount? See, amount is rupees 6,000. So write down the amount 6,000. 6,000. Okay. So give the narration. Being drawn cash. Being drawn cash from bank for office use. For office use. Okay. Now let us go for the next entry number 14. What is the date? See, date is 26. ಏನು ಹೇಳಾಕತ್ತಾರು? ಕಮಿಷನ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಾಕತ್ತಾರು. So received ಅಂತ ಬಂತಂದ್ರೆ obviously there is a cash transaction. Now when we say the word received, cash is coming in or going out? It is coming in. So which account will be debited? Cash account will be debited. So write down cash account debit. 2. Okay. For what you are receiving this cash? For commission. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ? ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಯಾವ ನಿಯಮದ ಆಧಾರ ಮೇಲೆ? ನಾಮಿನಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅದ ನಿಯಮ ಆಧಾರ ಮೇಲೆ. ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗೇನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬರಾಕತೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆಯಿತು. So what is the income you have received on commission? It is rupees 1,000. Now write down the narration. Being received commission. Being received commission. Okay. Draw a line. Next, entry number 15. For the date 27, bank charges. Okay. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ನಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಏನು ಸೇವೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಅದು ಏನು ತಗೋತೈತಿ? ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ತಗೋತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಇದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಏನು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡೋದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ದುಡ್ಡು ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆನೇ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಖಾತೆದಾಗಿಂದನ ಆ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ಮುರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡನ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಬುಕ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ತಾನೇನ ನೀವು ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಏನ್ ದುಡ್ಡು ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಜಮಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೈತಿ. ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದೇನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಂದು ಮನೆಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಸಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ ಈಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಾಗ ಮೊಬೈಲಿಗೆ. ಬಟ್ ದೆನ್ ವೆನ್ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಅನ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸದ್ಯ ಖರ್ಚಾಗೈತಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್. ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪುಟ್ ಅ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್. Now, should I write here cash? No. Why? Here the bank itself will take that much amount from our bank account and therefore bank will become the giver itself. So that much amount will be reduced from our bank account. That is the owner's bank account. And what is the amount? See, amount is rupees 200. So for the expense you have to put the debit, and as this is an expense related to bank, automatically the bank will reduce that much amount from our bank account balance. So therefore bank account will be credited. It will be reduced. Okay. So write down being charged bank charges. Paid ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು. It has been charged. Being charged bank charges. Okay. Now let us go for the next entry. Entry number 16. Date is 28. Check given for insurance premium. Okay. So insurance premium is an expense. So write down insurance premium account debit. 2. ಯಾವ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಬೀಳ್ತೈತಿ? ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಬೀಳ್ತೈತಿ. So what is the amount? See, amount is rupees 3000. So write down 3000, 3000. Give the narration. Being check given, being check given for insurance premium, for insurance premium. Okay, now let us go for the next entry, entry number 17. For the date 29, ಏನು ಹೇಳಾಕತ್ತಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ? paid salary, only two letters are there, two words are there. So salary is an expense, therefore put salary account debit. To paid ಅಂತ ಬಂದೈತಂದ್ರೆ it's a cash transaction, so to cash. Expenses ಗೆ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, cash is going out, that's why credit. How much is the salary that is paid? It is 7000. So 7000, 7000. Now give the narration. Being paid salary. Now again this page is getting over, but the sum is not. So do the total of this page. It is total carried forward. Okay, now take your calculator and do the total again. 3,57,200 plus 6,000 plus 1,000 plus 200 plus 3,000 plus 7,000, which is equal to 3,74,700. So write down 3,74,400. Okay, 3,74,400. Now this same total will be brought forward on the next page. Okay, so write down the total what is brought forward. Okay, so how much is the total? See, it is 3,74,400. 3,74,400. Okay. So now let us do the last journal entry, entry number 18 for the date 30 January. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ? ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್, ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್. ಟು ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್? ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ in the form of sales. So to sales account. What is the amount? Amount is rupees 10,000. So write down 10,000, 10,000. Okay, now give the narration. Being made cash sales. Okay, now ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮುಗಿಯಾಕತ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮುಗಿತೈತಿ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಗೆರೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕ್ಷರಲೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. ದೆನ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಅ ಲೈನ್, one line and here two lines. So what is the grand total? It is 3,84,400 on both the sides. 3,84,400. ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮುಗಿತೈತಿ, you need to close your books. So if you have drawn with pencil, you can rub the extra lines and close your books of accounts neatly. Okay. So in this way you have to do the journal entries. I am going to take one more sum in this class itself, that is question number 18. So this is a lengthy class. Why I am taking such much lengthy class? Because I want to complete the syllabus quickly. That's why. Okay, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿಮಗೆ lengthy ಆಗಬಹುದು, but ultimately It is for your benefit only. Okay, so let us continue question number 18. Yes. So see here, what we are doing now, we are starting with question number 18. Again we have drawn the journal book and we have written the name of the owner also. What is the name of the owner? Messrs Mohit Traders. Okay. Again, nim pustakadalli nan pustakadalli year and the month might be changed, but the transactions will be the same only. Okay. Suppose different ittandru ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ extra question ಅಂತ ತಗೋರಿ, text book ದಾಗ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು homework ಒಳಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. Okay. So yes, what we will do, we will start solving the journal entries. Suppose ನಿಮಗೆ ಹಿಂಗ ಅನ್ಸಾಕತೈತಿ that today's class is lengthy, ಹಿಂಗ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ extra class ತಗೊಂಡಾರ ಅಂತ. So ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, back to back 2 periods ತಗೋತಾರ. Okay, so in the same way we are doing this. Syllabus is too heavy. Okay, plus online ದಾಗ ಕಲಿಯಾಕತ್ತೀವಿ. So therefore I think little bit extra work is good for your educational health. So ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ extra effort ತಗೋರಿ, ಏನು ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, so yes, let us start. What is the transaction? See, for first transaction, it is commenced business with cash and transfer. That is for August 1. So whenever they are using the word commenced business, ultimately agar arth enaagtೈತಿ, business ಈಗನ ಚಾಲು ಆಗತೈತಿ. So ಏನು ತಂದಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, business ದಲ್ಲಿ cash ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದಾರ. So cash account debit. 2. Whenever the word comes, commenced, started, incorporated, ultimately which account will come? Capital account will come. So write down cash account debit to capital account. How much is the amount? See, amount is rupees 1,10,000. So 1,10,000, 1,10,000. Give the narration. Being commenced business. Being commenced business. Put a full stop, draw a line. Next, entry number 2 for the date 02. Opened bank account with HDFC. Okay, HDFC one international bank ಐತಿ. ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರು, ಖಾತೆ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕತ್ತಾರ. ಸೊ ಖಾತೆ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರ ಖಾತೆದಲ್ಲಿ? ಆಫ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್, ದುಡ್ಡು ಹಾಕ್ತಾರ. So who is the receiver? Bank is the receiver. Bank account ಗೆ ಏನು ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ? ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ. ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ದಾಗ ಬರೀರಿ which bank it is. It is HDFC bank. Okay. 2. ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಏನು ಹೋಯ್ತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಹೋಯ್ತು. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಖಾತೆದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೈತಿ. ಬಟ್ ಸದ್ಯ ಶಾಪ್ ದಾಗಿನಂತರೂ ಅದು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಹೋಗಾಕತ್ತೈತಿ. So credit what goes out. So 50,000, 50,000. Give the narration. Being opened bank account. Okay, in which bank it is already mentioned in the journal entry. Next, entry number 3 for the date 3. Purchased furniture and ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ. No mentioning is there about cash, so you have to assume it's a cash transaction until it is clear it's a credit transaction. So furniture account debit to cash account. And what is the amount? See, amount is rupees 20,000. So write down 20,000, 20,000. Give the narration. Being purchased furniture. Being purchased furniture. Next, entry number 4 for the date 7. What they are telling? See, bought goods for cash from Messrs Rupa Traders. See, whenever it has been clearly told that it's a cash transaction, no need to write down the name of the person or the firm. You will write down the name of the person or a firm only when it is a credit transaction. So here what they are telling, bought goods from Messrs, bought goods for cash from Messrs Rupa Traders. So bought ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Purchases, ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. So purchases account debit. As it is a cash transaction, you will write down here as to cash account. What is the value of the goods that you have bought? It is rupees 30,000. 30,000, 30,000. Narration ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು being purchased goods from ಇಲ್ಲಿ narration ದಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ಬರೀರಿ from Messrs Rupa Traders. Okay, bracket complete, draw a line. So this page is getting over. What you need to do? You need to do total. 1,10,000 plus 50,000 is 1,60,000. 80, 90, 100 and 2,10,000 is the total. Okay, so write down 2,10,000, 2,10,000. Now take the same total on the next page, which is 2,10,000, 2,10,000. Okay. Now let us go for the next entry. Entry number 5. Okay. For the amount or for the date is 8. What they are saying, see, purchased goods from Messrs Hema Traders. ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು goods ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿವಿ. In this transaction they are not mentioning clearly whether the cash is given or not. Okay, it is not given. So but the name of the person or firm is given. So ultimately it's a credit transaction. So what is coming in? Goods are coming in. So purchases account debit. Cash ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಚೆಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ ಮಾತವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ. A promise has been given that the payment will be made in the near future. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಮೇಸರ್ಸ್ ಹೇಮಾ ಟ್ರೇಡರ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರು. And that's why we are giving a credit to them. Or you can also say that they are the giver. So what is the amount? See, amount is rupees 42,000. Write down 42,000, 42,000. Give the narration. Being purchased goods on credit. Okay, yes. Let us go for the next entry number 6. And what is the date? See, date is 10. So what is the entry? See, sold goods for cash. So what is coming in? Cash is coming in. Cash account debit to sales account. And what is the amount? See, amount is rupees 30,000. So write down 30,000, 30,000. Give the narration. Being sold goods for cash. Now let us go for the next entry number 7. Date is 14. Sold goods on credit to Messrs Gupta Traders. Okay, spasht helyaru, it's a credit transaction. So who is the receiver of the goods? Messrs Gupta Traders. See, ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದು ಒಂದು credit transaction ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, at that time only we need to mention the name of the person or the firm. If it is a cash transaction, no need to know that who is that person or the firm. Okay, you can just mention it into the narration. So Messrs Gupta Traders account debit to what it is? Sales account. Okay, so compare these both journal entries and understand the difference. If it is a cash transaction, cash account will be debited. But if it is a credit transaction, the account of the person or the firm will be debited. Because they will become our data. Our ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬರಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ. What is the amount of sales that is done? It is rupees 12,000. Give the narration. Being sold goods on credit. Now no need to mention to whom. It is already there into the journal entry. Okay. Next entry 8. Date is 16. Rent paid. Okay. So rent ಏನಾಯ್ತಿ ಖರ್ಚು ಐತಿ. ಪೇ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ obviously ಖರ್ಚು ಐತಿ. So rent account debit to cash account. Whenever the word paid or received comes, it means it is a cash transaction. So rent account debit to cash account, amount is rupees 4,000. Write down the narration. Being rent paid. Next, what is the date? See, 18. Yen hagtaru paid trade expenses. So trade expenses is an expense and all the expenses are debited. So trade expenses account debit. 2. If the word is coming paid, it means it is a cash transaction. So what is going out? Cash is going out. What is the expense that you have made? It is rupees 1,000. So 1,000. Give the narration. Being paid trade expenses. Okay. Let us go for the next transaction. Transaction 10 and the date is 20. What they are saying? See, received cash from Gupta Traders. Gupta Traders ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದಿದೆ. See now how much amount is received? Complete 12,000 is received. And that's why only they have not used the word on account or full settlement. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡ್ಯೂ ಐತಿ ಅದು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಬಂದೈತಿ. ಗುಪ್ತಾ ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಡ್ಯೂ ಐತಿ. ಡ್ಯೂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಬರುವುದೈತಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ? ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ. We had made sales to them. Okay? And that amount they are paying now. So what is coming into the business? Cash is coming in. Cash account debit. 2. Who is the giver? Messrs Gupta Traders is the giver. What is the amount that is being received? 12,000 is the amount that is being received. So write down being received cash. Being received cash. Okay, full stop. So again this page is completed. What we need to do? We need to do the total. Okay, so take your calculators and do the total. So it's already 2,10,000 plus 42,000 plus 30,000 plus 12,000 plus 4,000 plus 1,000 plus 12,000. So how much it is? It is 3,11,000. Okay. Now take the same amount on the next page. Okay. Now let us continue our question. Entry number 11 for the date 22. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ? Goods return to Hema Traders. Okay. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು. This is the entry you are doing for the first time. Hema Traders ಕಡೆ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ? Purchases ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಈಗ ಆ Hema Traders ಈಗ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ? Goods ಅನ್ನು ಒಳಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ. ನೀವು ಏನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿ ತಂದಿದ್ರಿ, whatever purchases you had made, out of that you are returning some amount or some quantity of goods. Now there may be many reasons for that. The goods may be damaged, ಅಥವಾ ಅದು ಕಂಟಾಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, or ನೀವು ಏನು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅದ್ರ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆದು ಏನಾರೆ ಬಂದು ಬಿಟ್ಟೈತಿ, and that's why you are returning. So there may be many reasons for returning the goods. Okay, so here what will be the journal entries? First of all, who is the receiver? Messrs Hema Traders is the receiver. Okay, because that much amount we are not going to pay to Hema Traders. So Messrs Hema Traders account debit. 2. What you will write down here? Purchase return. Whatever purchases you had made, on that you are making the returns. So therefore, Hema Traders account debit to purchase return account. This is a very important journal entry. What is the amount? See, amount is rupees 2000. Okay, write down being goods returned. Being goods returned to. Okay, no need to write to whom, it's already there into the journal entry. Being goods returned. Okay, now let us go for the next entry for the date 23. Entry number 12, 23. Yen ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, cash paid to Hema Traders. Amount is rupees 40,000. Okay, so who is the receiver? Messrs Hema Traders is the receiver. Messrs Hema Traders account debit to cash account. Okay, ಎಷ್ಟು amount ಕೊಡಾಕತ್ತೀವಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, 40,000 is the amount paid. Again focus on the sentence. There is no word used on account or full settlement. On account ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಐತಿ ಖಾತೆದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡೋದೈತಿ, ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಏನಾರೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥೈತಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ವಾಕ್ಯ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡ್ಯೂ ಇತ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿವಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಡ್ಯೂ ಐತಿ? 40,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಹೇಮಾ ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ 42,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡುವುದಾಯಿತು? 42,000 was due that you needed to give to Hema Traders. Out of that purchases, you have returned the goods of rupees 2,000. So of course you will not make the payment on that because you have not used only that goods. You are returning it back. So now how much amount needs to be paid to Hema Traders? Only 40,000. Okay. So write down being cash paid. Being cash paid. To whom? It is already mentioned. To whom? To Hema Traders. Now entry number 13. Date of transaction is 25. What they are telling? See, bought postage stamps. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯವಹಾರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಪೋಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇಂದನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಿಲ್ ಅದು ಕಳಿಸೋದಾಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಹಚ್ಚಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟಾಂಪ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಏನೈತಿ, ಖರ್ಚು ಐತಿ. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ postage stamps account debit to what you are paying, of course cash. Post office alli andre cash transaction ಮಾಡಕ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. Okay, so 100. Write down being bought postage stamps. Postage stamps ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿವಿ. Okay, now let us go for the last transaction of today's class. Okay, date is 30. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರು? paid salary to Rishabh. Very important transaction. See, when the word is there, paid salary Rishabh, ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? 3 ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಡ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರು, ಆದ್ರೂ ನೀವು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಹೆಸರು ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ದ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ as simply Rishabh. Okay, actually al Rishabh account antana barangilla. Which account will come? Only the salary account will come because Rishabh is your employee and not your debtor or creditor. Only for your debtor or creditor you need to write down the name, but for the expenses that you are making or the incomes that are happening, you cannot write down the name of the person on whom that income or expense is being made. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ? ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಅಪ್ಪಿತಪ್ಪಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೇ ರಿಷಬ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರಿಸೀವರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ರಿಷಬ್ಗೆ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಿ, ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೆಬಿಟೆಡ್? ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ವೈ? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ. 2. What is being given? Cash is given. How much it is? It is rupees 4,000. So 4,000. Okay, so write down the narration. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಹೆಸರು ಬರೀರಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. being paid salary to Rishabh. Okay, so with this the entries come to an end. Now what we need to do, we need to do the total. Okay, so write down total and use your calculator. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ amount brought forward ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ. What is the amount? 3,11,000 on both the sides. Okay, and now we will do the total. So write down 3,11,000 plus 2,000 plus 40,000 plus 100 plus 4,000, which is equal to 3,57,100. 3,57,100. So ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ final total ಬರೀತೀರಿ. It should be written simply total. No carried forward, no brought forward. Okay. So in this way, if you are writing the journal entries, then only you are going to get full marks. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ledger accounts ಹಾಕ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರು. Question number 16, 17 and 18. I cannot teach you the ledger accounts for such a huge journal entries in online classes. So in my next class, what I will do, I will take small sums, and on that I will teach you the journal ledger posting. So next class ದಿಂದ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಕಲಿಸ್ತೀನಿ, ledger posting ಅನ್ನು ಕಲಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇದರದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡೂ ಯೋರ್ ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಸಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು. ಓಕೆ, so I hope all of you are understanding my classes. They are becoming little bit lengthy day by day, but believe me, trust me, it is all for your good. Okay, the more you will study, don't give an excuse for yourself, this is corona times or whatsoever. You are studying so that you can get a good job in your future life. Okay, so study for that, put hard work for that. 5 years struggle ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಮುಂದಿನ 50 ವರ್ಷ ಸುಖಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ಈಗ ಮಜಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ, ಮುಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಜಾ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತೈತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Okay, so you decide. 5 years of the hardship and then 50 years getting a good salary, or now you enjoy your teenage and then 50 years work hard. What you want to select, you decide. Okay, so we shall continue in the next class. Thank you.